palettes that you will deal with when it comes to Photoshop is the history palette right here. And what is the history palette? Well, from the previous exercise, you'll notice that basically the history palette lists all the steps that you've done for this project. So now this is just a graphic, so let's go into Photoshop and I'll show you how it's done. There it is. So let's go ahead and click on File, New, and I guess we'll go ahead and do this and watch the history palette as we go ahead and embark on it. Okay, so already the first step is recorded, which is new. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Layers and we're going to click on down below New Layers. Okay, create a new layer, and if we go to History, you'll notice that it'll also say New Layer that has been created. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take the marquee tool here, and in the new layer I will go ahead and click and drag. There it is. And then I am going to fill it with a color. Now I'm not sure which color. If I recall, I think it was something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill it. Whoops, it didn't fill. So let me go ahead and go fill it with the blue. There we go. Alright, and if you look at history, once again, paint bucket tool, which is the last thing we did. So we created a new document, created a new layer, we created a rectangular marquee, and then we use the paint bucket tool. So it lists all the tools and the steps that it's done. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is click on the marquee tool over here and drag these marching ants down, the selection down, and then what we're going to do is create another new layer. There it is, and this time we're going to fill it with the yellow. Okay, so we'll select the paint bucket. There it is, yellow. So we got blue and yellow. And so now we'll go to History, and as you can see, Move Selection, new Layer, Paint Bucket, every step that we have taken. And that is the purpose of the History palette. Now, let's go ahead and we've got one more thing. You notice that this area, this yellow, still selected. I'm going to go ahead and deselect, and the way to do that is you can go to Select, Deselect, or Command D. And you'll notice that even the deselect has been added on here under History. Alright, so what if we want to undo things? Well, you can always do Command Z, or you can go and undo everything step by step. You see, now it's going way back to the beginning, and I can move forward ahead and redo everything. You see, so I can go back specifically to the area that I want to correct, if there is any area like that. So that is the beauty of the history palette.